a beautiful size comparison between a coyote and timber wolves. Today we're not here to talk about size comparisons, guys. So what I really want to go over with you is predator hunting, population control, predator management. Today versus basically colonial times during settlement, during the fur trade when these animals were hunted for fur, which they still are today. The furs are still utilized. The fur trade isn't nearly as big as it was a couple hundred years ago during colonial times and settlement of Canada. But we still have a very good reason for harvesting these animals like we do today. A lot of it is population control, maintaining a balance. With man's influence over nature, nature really struggles to balance itself right now, so man kind of has to play that hand, the factor that really controls it and keeps everything nice and steady and even. So we're going to dive right into that. We're going to take a look at the history of it, and then we're going to bring it up to current times and why we manage predators in the way we do today. So let's get right into it.
Predator hunting today exists to maintain a healthy predator-prey population. And it also minimizes adverse effects on predator population activities to livestock from farmers and ranchers. While the main focus of today's predator hunting is to minimize negative impacts to farmers, historically, coinciding with protection of livestock, predators were also hunted for fur during the fur trade. Demand for fur was very high as fur was seen as fashionable in Europe at the time.
The buyers at the fur auction in Montreal have inspected the furs previously. Now they compare the auctioneer's numbers with their...
As Canada matured, settlers and homesteaders learned that natural predators were a threat to their livestock and thus their livelihood. As a result, Canada introduced bounties in the early 1700s, though the first documented bounty wasn't until 1793. By 1900, all Canadian provinces with wolves had bounties. In the West, bounties started in 1878 in Manitoba and in 1899 in Saskatchewan and Alberta. The bounties existed until the mid-1900s, at which point they were terminated, only to once again be introduced in the early 2000s in some provinces with healthy wolf populations such as Alberta and Saskatchewan. Predators left unchecked can overpopulate certain areas, leading to depletion of prey species and an increase in dangerous encounters with humans. Predator hunting as a management tool helps control predator populations, ensuring they do not overwhelm the current ecosystems or create an imbalance in the predator-prey relationships. Without predator hunting, predators can suffer from disease, starvation, and inbreeding, ultimately leading to a less healthy population. A truly wild animal is one that retains its instinctual fear of humans. This fear helps minimize dangerous encounters between people and predators. When predators lose their fear of humans due to either protectionist policies or prolonged lack of human interaction, they are more likely to approach humans and populated areas, resulting in higher risk of conflict. When predators no longer see humans as a threat or something to avoid, it often leads to attacks on people, livestock, and pets. Hunting is one of the most effective management tools for controlling predator populations. It provides a means of regulating numbers, preventing overpopulation, and ensures prey species are not driven to the unsustainable levels of decline. In addition, hunting funds from conservation programs support habitat restoration, research, and management of wildlife populations. Humans have evolved as part of the current ecosystem, acting as stewards of the land. We have a responsibility to manage our wildlife. Predator management through regulated hunting ensures wildlife populations remain healthy, constant, and sustainable. Without this management, both humans and wildlife face increased risk. And the ecological balance we strive to maintain is at risk of becoming out of balance. By ensuring the static, balanced approach to predator management, we can preserve the integrity of ecosystems while protecting human populations and livelihood from unnecessary harm. Managed predator hunting allows for the coexistence of humans and wildlife in a way that respects the necessity of both human and animal presence in the natural world.